Hello, welcome back to the channel and thanks for stopping by. So today what we're doing, we'll be continuing on our journey of the cheapest pedals that I can find on the internet. And this one today cost us less than a pint. So let's get into the video. Now, of course, before we start, I just want to take a very quick moment just to reference the fact that we're looking very sparse in terms of gear here at the moment, as well as guitars and bits and pieces. And that's because I'm actually recording, or I'm in the middle of recording, this next single from my band Demape. Going to link them below. Would love it if you could check them out, but if not, don't worry. And of course, below you will also find the chapters, so feel free to just jump along the video and just enjoy your stay, really. You know, jump around to the tones, the unboxing, or just listen to me sort of waffle on for a little while. Other than that, don't forget to hit the like and maybe even the subscribe button. We are closing in on 200 subscribers, which is incredible. You know, the last 3, 4, 5 months, it's really kind of started jumping up in speed. So thank you so much for everybody who has hit subscribe. But yeah, don't forget to hit the like and maybe even the subscribe button. If not, just leave a comment. However, let's have a look at the pedal that we're going to be taking a review of today. Okay, so today, as I said, we're going to be looking at a pedal that has cost me less than a pint of beer currently in the state of the United Kingdom economy on the 5th of July, and that's this one here. Now, it is another delay pedal. We've had one delay pedal that I think was pretty damn good, and that's the Mini Universe that's on the cheap budget pedal board. And then we've also had one that was more of a terrible distortion pedal than a delay pedal. So we're 1 for 1. Can we make this a 2 for 1 in terms of the good pedal, or are we going to make it a 2 for 1 in terms of the bad? So as always, what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to the desk and unbox it and see what it looks like. So without further ado, let's get over to the desk and the slightly out of focus camera. Okay, so we're over at the desk, and here we have the slightly out of focus camera with the pedal in the middle as always. So we must all know this box by now. It's the standard one that we get with most of these cheap pedals. Say here, you've got analog delay just at the top. However, this is one that doesn't have a sticker. I say this was £6.92 or something. So this is by far the cheapest pedal that we've had on this cheapest series. And actually, it's most certainly the cheapest that I've seen this particular pedal. So I'm not entirely sure how the seller has managed this, but he has, and we are here to reap the rewards. So let's get this pedal open and take a look. There we go. So opening the pedal there. There's a piece of paper, potentially a manual. We'll look at that in a second. And then here is the pedal in this nice little baggie. So as with all of the pedals so far, you know, we recognise this. This is the standard format we're seeing quite a lot now. So there's the box, there's the bag gone in there. Let's just have a look at this piece of paper, see what secrets it may hold. Okay, so yeah, we've got a selection of different languages here, from German to potentially Dutch. Got the English here, and then yeah, a nice. Oh, I hit the camera there. A nice selection of languages, but certainly not the usual format we see these in. Definitely seems like an aftermarket rather than coming from the manufacturer. So perhaps somebody's bought a load of these, and then I say bought. Perhaps they acquired them elsewhere, which is why they were being sold for £6. But who knows? So that's the box gone, and here's the pedal. Nice die-cast sort of sparkly green. I actually quite like it. So you've got 3 knobs here. You've got mix, you've got time, and you've got repeats. And this is an analog delay, in, out, and then a 9-volt at the top. Yep, the click works. 2 little rubber things on the back there if you don't want to have it on a pedal board or something. So just to help with sticking to whatever. But yeah, I don't think there's a lot to say. I really quite like this green though, I will say that. It's nice. So, I think what we'll do now is we'll very quickly hop over, get this plugged in, and see how it sounds. I will see you over by the amp and guitar in a moment. Okay, so we're back, we're all set up and we're ready to see how this pedal sounds. So as always, we'll take 20 seconds just to very quickly reference the other gear that we're using, just so you know the signal chain, and just hear the clean tone. So we are still using the Blanchflower Bolt Thin Line. I've still got it, not for long, so I really am using it in nearly every video that I do at the moment, just because I enjoy playing it so much. And this is one of the few guitars that hasn't quite made it over to the studio yet. However, I think we are doing some tones tomorrow that I might take this over and just lay down some clean ambient stuff. So we're going from the Blanchflower Bolt through the Practical Patch first cable to the pedal. Now, unfortunately, the other one is in the studio all set up with the amps and stuff. So we're then using a miscellaneous patch cable, or just a cable, and that's going to the Victory Duchess, a great clean pedal platform. I'm running it dry, there's no reverb or anything at the moment, and that's just so that we can really hear what the delay is or isn't doing. However, here is the clean tone. So that's a clean tone, that's the rest of the gear. Let's turn the pedal on, everything at 12, move the microphone, and let's see how it sounds. Okay, so that was the analog delay. I think the first thing that we've got to reference is it does bring the noise floor up. Now, it's only when the delay is actually going, so the pedal can be engaged, but as long as there's no delay going, there's no noise floor. But as soon as you actually start using the effect and it actually kicks in, whatever's going on in here, you do get some extra noise, and I could hear that quite clearly. So, of course, it should be said that the more mix, the higher the noise floor got. However, take that out of consideration. It's a cheap delay pedal, your first delay pedal, something that you just want to mess around with because you've not really used analog delays before. You've always been more of a digital player, things like that. Although I know it's emulating an analog delay, it's a digital recreation. However, for the fact that this was £6, I don't think there's £6 now. I think you are going to be paying more like 9 to 10, but it's still a £9, £10, £11 pedal. I can't really fault it apart from the noise floor. However, if you're playing in a pub, club kind of band where you're not amped up, you are just playing out into a room, I think if you kick that on in the middle of a song, especially a live band situation, you're probably not going to hear that hiss, that noise floor coming up. You may know it's there, the crowd may not know it's there. So if you are after a cheap pedal that you can just throw around in pubs, grassroots venues, things like that, yeah, go for it. Have it fun. It's great. It's 10 quid. It's not the nicest sounding delay in the world, but it works. It does what it says on the tin. I can't really find any way of faulting it. I'm certainly not going to say run out and buy it. It's the best delay pedal that you're going to find for under 50 quid. But if you're young, if you're new to guitar, if you're just looking for a couple of extra things to mess around with at home, this is less than a pint. Gotta say, it's probably going to be a 2-1 for the wins. I'm really impressed. I think it's great. And it looks great. I love the colour. So, there we go. That's another one of the cheap pedals gone. So thank you very much if you've made it this far. I hope you've enjoyed it and perhaps you found a couple of the bits are actually useful to you. If not, let me know what you thought of the pedal in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like and maybe even that subscribe button. We are, we're closing in on 200. I'd love to finish this year with 500 subscribers by the end of 2025 would be amazing. So yeah, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. But until the next one, take care.